Alan, and I have the super clicker. What a fantastic venue. It is really nice to be back in New Hampshire. This month has been crazy. I've been everywhere in the world and finally get to speak to my hometown group, so it's cool. I'm very psyched. So I'm going to take this up a level, talk more about business and then just about social marketing.
It might end up being me, so.
Okay, big statement, but belief here is that social media is the most transformative communication method in business's history. Big statement. But let's talk about that and see why. It changes the nature of how we communicate in business. Through history and all these other ways that businesses have communicated, whether it's person to person, telephone, print, it's always been master-slave. Business talks down to you, you have a chance, one person, to talk back to it. We now have completely changed that dynamic. That now the businesses must change how we react to our customers, to our communities, because they can talk amongst themselves rapidly, diversely. And so the business now needs to change how they communicate, and it impacts or will impact every single part of the business. Master-slave here. I love it. Okay, I'm going to start out with what we're very used to in the traditional sales funnel. Businesses work so hard to find leads, suspects, bring them in, spend a lot of money finding new sources, filter them through. I work on prospecting, qualification, further down, and hopefully we get to a few customers. What I see many times here is that social media is used for this same funnel. I'm trying to find more people. How do I reach a broader audience? Let's think different. Let's flip the funnel. The people who we have sold to, and we all know this in business, is the cheapest form of marketing that we have. Now, we have a way to engage them and help them become our voice. Okay, I'm going to take the big stretch that in business, you're doing a good job for your customers. They like you, right? So if they like you, can we turn them on to become your advocates? So here, I come from the nonprofit world. Previous business was around nonprofit and advocacy there. It's the same approach. That if we take this very passionate base of people who like what we do and add value to them in their community, they will, without us asking, because we're doing a good job, will then advocate for us and share more information. This is just one way that now we can use the new communication tools to our behalf. I'm going to go around the whole spectrum of the business. So in public relations, we want to hear about what people are saying about us. What's the sentiment around them? Do they like us? Do they not like us? How can I improve and get better because I'm listening to what my customers are saying? In marketing, I want brand awareness. Now, this funnel idea that I just talked about is a great way to spread that awareness by have others talking about us. We saw that video when we started before about the best way, most trusted way is when your peers tell you about things. So in marketing, if we can get broader brand awareness through social media, it goes on. Sales. I can be listening and be very in tune to my market and find people who are in the process of buying my product category. Maybe not buying from me, but I'm ready to buy a car. I'm looking at other cars. I'm shopping in your area. So being in tune and listening across the social web in your geography, you can find that happening. Okay, let's get a little broader. Customer service. It's the new telephone. Social media is the new telephone. Doing customer service in an open way. Because, yes, we're not all perfect. We all do make mistakes. We do have problems. But if I show how we're attending to those challenges openly, that we're addressing them, it takes me to realism. I'm human. We're a bunch of humans in this company, and look at how we're addressing the marketplace. Had a conversation just a moment ago with Hans. B2B. Get a lot of questions of how does B2B use social media. Research and development engineering is a fantastic way, because I listen to how other people are using what I do out in the market. And I connect with them. And I ask them. We engage in conversation. I add some value to them. Talk about customer research, listening to that and in getting information from this broad audience. Now they start believing in me because I took the time to listen to them. Research and development is a fantastic area. Operations, other people may not think about that, but a process. How do I improve my processes, make it easier to buy? Other potentials in the company. And one that recently that I've gotten into a lot is recruitment. LinkedIn, we all know about LinkedIn, right? Very popular. But, you know, that's where people now go look for jobs, is who knows who in this company I'm trying to get in, or I'm interested to know more. And so the idea of then listening for, I'm looking for an engineering job. I just graduated from such and such college. Gives you in the business a way to do recruiting just from listening out there for people who are interested in certain roles. Maybe don't even know about your company yet, but they're talking about those kind of things. So all of this centers around the customer in the middle, who is more social than ever, who's talking. You need to be listening. Pick up the social phone and put it throughout the entire business. Here's my tweetable moment. Social media is moving from a job to a skill. Now, the picture here is from the set of Mad Men. People like to show Mad Men, okay? Way back in the 1960s, a long time ago, where they used to hire typists. They used to hire telephone operators. Who hires typists now? Everybody's a typist. Everybody's a telephone operator. In social media, everyone will be social. When I go and look on a business and I'm trying to touch point with somebody, I don't pick up the 800 number anymore. I go through LinkedIn, I see who I can find, because everybody now in a business is the front line. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on LinkedIn, so they all become the front line of the business. And they're all being social. Change the dynamics. I'm Ric Pratte. Love to hear some questions. What do you people think about social business? Yes, ma'am.
In the older days, back when I first started the business, we connected with our customers, we listened to them by doing surveys and, having salespeople go in and talk to them. Now, we listen, and I guess the term is listen, to these feeds and things. How is that different? How can we manage that better in business? Listen.
The question is, how do I listen now in the new medium? Is that?
Yeah, how do you survey or how do you listen to what your customers are needing and wanting to use these tweets? Is that a viable way of doing it?
So in how do I listen across all these mediums is using many of the tools that are available. Of course, the challenge is you have blogs, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, and so forth. So a number of tools, of course, Meltwater Buzz, does that for businesses. so that it can aggregate all those sources together. So we're very lucky to have Gunstock as a business. And so, as Bill mentioned this morning, people were talking about coming to Gunstock. And so he can hear that. He can hear when they talk about this summit coming to, on the blog. So you're able to pick it up that way. And then having that in the various departments in the company as well, or being able to route things using those tools. So it's coming in, I hear it's a customer service issue, that goes over to Sue, or wherever, to the company. Did I answer the question? Hi.
In this great social media environment that really is the new reality, something that we haven't mentioned here yet today is reputation management. As we engage our customers and they're talking about us, and they're going to talk about us anyway, so we may as well be part of the conversation. But do you have any tips or strategies for how we can use that social media to help control the reputation of our companies and businesses?
Summarize the question. How do we control our reputation on the web, on the social web? You can. You can help foster it. And I like the way you said it, is people are talking about you whether you're listening or not. So yeah, might as well listen. So it's being able to take a hit when you take a hit and respond to it, and sorry you had that issue, and then that can become a positive customer service opportunity, and people see how you react to a negative, and how your company, or do you not listen and put your head in the ground? Because that's not good either, right? So it's how you react to it, or foster more of that, what you want. So by adding value to your community, in a good way, adding value so they understand, not always selling, but using the techniques we have here, will add to your reputation. Yes?
What's the best way to flip the funnel? If before, trying for client acquisition, we're doing it in the old way, now I want to engage my current and former clients in my organization. And it's perfect because, word of mouth and a friend saying, hey, this is a great organization, you should enroll. But how do I really go about engaging them? That they come in and become engaged because it's a new thing.
Question was more or less, how do I flip the funnel? Thank you, because I was going to say something before and break over my head. Bill here at Gunstock was one who actually turned me on to the idea, because we were trying to help them drive more people in the top of the funnel. And Bill was saying, I'm more interested about the people who are already here at our mountains and helping them spend more money and enjoying the experience while they're here. That will bring me more than just getting new skiers. So he's very engaging. As he's seeing people tweet or whatever in the area, they'll respond back. Hope you're enjoying. Did you know about this? Or they'll talk about, a lift that was down now is open. Just adding value, being nice, being human. And what they're about here is having fun. So they foster the fun. How's that? I'm done. Thank you very much. Be here later.
If you have a chance to check out the product that Meltwater Buzz has, it is extraordinary.